very, very strong. Very surprised by no Ari, I will say.
Yeah, that is shocking.
But, I mean, even just the Vi has always been picked into the Zeri because it's very hard to lock down Zeri, but Vi makes that job considerably easier.
Yeah, so it's strange to go for the Zeri into the Vi, right?
Yeah, especially when Xayah is open. Xayah functions well into everything other than Senna.
Yeah. Doesn't love Talia, but it's fine.
It's not the worst. Like, you know, these control mages, it's probably the best one to be against. All right, $1 fish. Okay. Second fish.
Patience is key.
Come on.
That's going to be a good one.
No, it has to be, surely.
Yeah, when you...
All right. Oh, it's a $1 one. Oh.
I mean, he did everything right, but...
Yeah,
gets the $1 fish. It's fine. 2 gold lead. For driver in the top lane.
True. So significant advantage on the offset. Oh.
He's having a look, just probably confirming where Gemini is starting. Doesn't place a ward down.
Yeah, it doesn't really need to.
Yeah, it's just enough that he has spotted the Vi and they'll know exactly where she's headed.
Oh, and we're seeing it.
Yeah, this is why the Rel was such a weird pick into the Gragas. That is going to happen every time you push Crash down. So you're not really going to be able to run away or engage onto the Gragas. Whereas the Lulu is just living life in this lane.
Kaiwing just body slammed a minion. And I don't even think he had a stack. He just...
Oh, no, he's farming, yeah.
True.
That caught me off guard, game 2. Just not used to the Gragas farming.
But still, just the body slam on a minion.
Yeah. Does it refund cooldown? I know it refunds cooldown if you hit champions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no idea. To answer the question.
Gemini going for probably a full clear. I don't imagine he tries to make a gank bot. Seems hard.
Nice dodge there by Driver. I can never dodge Aatrox's abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, I find myself just...
walking into them?
Yeah, just immaculately positioning into this sweet spot.
Me too. It's actually insane. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's something that draws me to it.
What's another champ? Do you have like certain champs that you just like cannot play against? And it's like illogical why you can't, but you just... never have really been able to.
Yeah,
like
I'm
mine
trying
is
to remember
Fizz.
There's a support champ that I just get hit by their spell every time, and it's not even hard to dodge, but I'm blanking on it right now.
Okay. That doesn't help me much.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I just get annoyed every time I see it because...
Because you know you're about to cop a bunch of skill shots and nothing you can do about it.
Oh, it's Swain. It's Swain.
Oh, Swain's little hook thing?
Yeah, Swain E.
Yeah, that hits me and...
It should not be... It's a difficult spell to land. It just isn't that hard to dodge, but... I don't know, I get drawn to it every time it's cast.
I think the tech is you got to walk towards Swain.
Yeah, and it gets stuck on minions and stuff too.
Yeah.
Cole picked up for Feng.
Yeah, okay. It will be obviously another game where he is able to just farm up, you'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't think it was his first item, right, based on the stacks on it, so...
No, yeah, he did back and pick it up.
So he's, he started the D-Blade, seen how the lanes played out, and decided to go for the Cull. Can't really blame him for not starting it, not knowing exactly how the Gragas matchup goes. I wouldn't be surprised if he's never played against this. In this specific matchup. He did obviously play against it previously as the Smolder driver, taking a good trade. But the Aatrox W is going to shut that down.
Yeah, and Jung should be alright.
Yeah. Wave again, just in an ugly spot for driver. Not able to get these crashes. Jung managing wave very well. And Husha's making his way to the Void Grubs while Gemini starts up the Dragon. Pretty fine, honestly. If you're beyond, we'll see if Kusha decides to commit. Oh, Driver not quite getting the interrupt on that. And decides to just pull the wave and recall. This is going to push back towards him. We'll see if he decides to TP or not. So maybe the idea of this Trist is to just not follow the Talia roams and hit tower.
Yeah, possibly.
I've seen that into Galio work pretty well.
Yeah, Trist definitely one of the better tower-taking champions. Maybe alongside Ziggs.
Yeah.
Jinx, but Jinx kind of needs items before she is actually...
Yeah, really threatening, yeah.
Plus the plates make it a lot worse than it used to be.
Yeah, and I mean, Eminem is just zoning, and Driver did get to save his TP, so TP advantage in the top lane. This lane going very well for Driver, as they kind of have this early, but it tends to be mistakes around this point in the game.
Ooh, aggressive trade mid.
Yeah, 116 not getting the reset, not getting the fourth auto on us either. And stay true. We usually see this with Smolder. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Fing takes half his HP in damage.
Yeah, can walk up to the tower now, he feels, and should get most of this. Oh, gets a little chunk onto Eminem too, that never hurts.
Yeah, Eminem will have a lot of sustain though. As Jimmy in, Seismic Shove lands. That is one very, very dead Tristana.
Yeah, Jimmy just ganks his own lane with the Talia. And it is very hard to play this Tristana into the Talia, right? Against the Shattered Earth. Your strongest tool, really, in the Tristana W, Rocket Jump, is just a lot weaker. And, you know, Gemini doesn't even have to commit flash there, neither does Jimmy.
Yeah, just the ults.
Yeah. Ult on the Tristana. Maybe just disrespecting the Talia ulti a little bit there. 116 holding his Rocket Jump.
Oh, Jiang almost got it.
Yeah, very close.
Might have even wanted it to go over to the Aatrox, to be fair.
Yeah, could swing this matchup.
Oh, talking about swing this matchup, there's a jungler here.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen Driver get these advantages in all of these lanes, essentially, but kind of just throw them away at this point in the game. Just getting greedy or over-aggressive. And, yeah, isn't going to happen this time so far.
Yeah, at least not for now.
Yeah, has to be careful now, though. His HP's getting a bit low. Jung has ulti.
He's very low on mana, too.
Yeah. And he does have his TP, though, so he's going to make the most of saving that earlier. Recall's on a cannon wave, so this should be quite hard for Jung to get in time. If he slow pushes it, it might be too big of a wave for Driver to really try freeze it or do anything too painful for Jung to deal with. Looks like he is just going to try crash 3 waves.
Yeah, shouldn't be too much happening up there, you'd think. And honestly, not much happening around the Rift as we speak. Cease and desist will be available in about 20 more seconds, so you could expect a little bit more aggression out of Frank at that point, but at the moment, there's no real need.
Yeah, Kaiwing looking very tanky. And I wonder if Beyond are willing to trade 3 Void Grubs for the second dragon. It's looking like maybe not, since they are gathered around setting up vision for this dragon that's up in 1 minute. We'll get the crab too.
So he's going to help out.
Yeah, and stay true.
Now with the ultimate, stay true. Yeah, Gemini's not going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, Stay True needs to go get himself level 6. Eminem is going to get it off the next minion that dies, or even ward. And Driver has successfully stopped Jung's back. Whether he can freeze this wave or not is a different story. Oh,
World Ender. Both top laners using their ult. Jung's going to flash. Counter-Strike's going to come through, though. Jung's trying to trade it back. He's getting the heal. Leap Strike, though, is going to follow, and Driver gets himself the solo kill up on the top side.
Yeah, very well played by Driver. Engage onto Gemini, though.
Yeah, down on bottom. Gemini's going to be jumped on. Does have that Vi ult available for himself. Flashes away. Crash down, lands onto 2. Cease and desist going to be used down to Feng, and all the damage, the follow-up is there. Feng flashes away. He's able to get out just for the time being. stage2 is going to be traded back now as Kaiwing finds himself on that Zeri. Eminem even going to be able to get that kill for himself.
Yeah, nice turnaround from Frank there. And we see there in this fight why the Zeri was such a questionable pick into the Vi. The moment Feng looks like he's about to pop off, we're going to see the top play. This is Driver saving TP, paying off. Dodges Jiang's combo. Jiang flashes here to knock up the Jax and try get away, but Driver with a nice flash to follow up. Has his ward up to hop over and picks up a kill. Reward for getting that TP advantage and setting up the wave for it. And, I mean, here, Feng, it looks like he's about to pop off in this fight. stage2 actually gets snared here, but still finds a really nice two-man stun into knock-up, but Feng has no opportunity to pop off this fight. Gemini just shuts him down immediately. And even if he had lived here, he's out of the fight. He tries to get back into the fight to do something, but flash from Kaiwing punishes him. And that is probably going to be Feng's life in team fights this entire game.
Yeah, Lightning Crash very close to being available for Feng, but looks like they won't be able to get themselves into this river to contest the Dragon. So Dragon number 2 will be going over to Frank. And
yeah, no trade of Void Grubs either.
Yeah, they are headed there now. They should be able to get these.
I think they might be contested. They'll get one for sure.
Yeah, there's no Vial, so it's a bit scary, I would think, as well as Driver is just...
Yeah, insane prio for Driver as well. Maybe it's mid who has to be worried. No, he's fine. And yeah, they're just going to clear a wave mid, and Gemini is going to look for a dive bot maybe, along with the Talia ult. This could be scary.
Yeah, definitely, perhaps. They do have 6 Void Grubs, of course, after picking these ones up, so... the 2 Dragons wasn't for naught, but you do favor Frank's position as things stand.
Yeah, Greg is picking up a lot of plates throughout this game.
Oh, Flash Twisted Advance here is a really nice Scattered Earth even, as 116 is going to jump straight into it and take an even trade with Jimmy, and eventually Cease and Desist is available. Can he find his way in? Yes, he can. Nature's Grass, though. There's not going to be follow-up here onto this Tristana for a while, and the Buster Shot is going to get him out of harm's way. Trade of ults. Vi will no longer have her ult, so a little bit of pressure away.
Yeah, nice Maokai ulti from Husha to protect his mid laner there, and I'm still not really seeing the vision with the Tristana into the Talia. I think with a lot of other mid laners, that is just straight up a kill. Tristana, who has to have uptime via a dash, is really struggling to get on this Talia at all. Still plenty of scaling to be done this game, and this is a very good Tristana game. All of these champions are very squishy to you, aside from the Gragas, and will die in one Tristana bomb if you can get some resources on this champ.
And it's always going to be pretty hard to, and one mistake and you're going to get cleaned up by an Aatrox eventually. Yeah. Obviously not right now. Jiang quite weak in the current state of the game.
Yeah, Eminem with a very early opportunity again this game. We saw him in game 2 just completely take over once he got to this item.
Yeah.
Just doing an unreasonable amount of damage for this point in the game. And Feng, with that cull, is going to be delayed on finishing his item. Will be accelerated into his second item, but he might just lose his tower before that happens. As it's actually 1-0-6 defending here, and he will lose this tower all the same because can't really get Vi ulted right now.
Yeah, now that is obviously the tower going over. First of the game to Kaiwing. Driver slightly behind, but will get himself that much needed gold as well, as he's trying to put on the carry pants.
Yeah, would have loved to see that tower, first tower going over to the Jax just as a reward for your 6 Void Grubs, but Frank do pick it up. Still plenty of gold for Driver, who has his Triforce well ahead of Jiang. Hasn't back to spend this tower gold yet either.
Yeah, upper level. Jiang will be hitting level 11 off this wave though, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think this matchup gets very scary for the Aatrox in the side lane.
Yeah, there won't be all that much side laning though.
Yeah.
There never is.
With this many dragons taken early by Frank as well, they've given their top laner an excuse to just not be in the lane all that often. These dragons will have to be fought for.
Yeah.
By Beyond.
Now, Driver's going to get to work on the bot side. The Rift Shield being done by Frank, but
6 Void Grubs, no TP.
Yeah, someone has to answer this. Driver will be almost certainly picking up this tower.
Yeah, and like we've said a million times, Tower 4 Rift Herald is always worth it. It's so rare that you can get 2 towers with a Rift Herald. Even 2 charges is a stretch.
Yeah, it's hard that you can even get 1 tower half the time.
Yeah, yeah. Not a whole lot of wave clear from Beyond, so I would like to think if you Rift Herald a tower, you can take it. With Senna's range, and here they go, Rift Herald mid.
Oh, we found stage2 as Gemini was headed bot here to maybe look to help Jung in the 1v1. Teleport coming through. This is Driver. He's found a way onto the back line. Seismic Shove's going to have to be good. No, it doesn't. The Body Slam's going to be able to stun up this Jax, and that's a teleport. That's Jax ult. That's another ult. Season assist. 3-man gets hit by it, and here comes Jung. 4-man stun, though. Driver is truly in control of the fight until Kaiwing decides he's going to go nuclear and finds a 2-man knock-up to secure some gold in the back pocket of this Aatrox.
Yeah, so Frank pick up the tower and get a bunch of kills for themselves as well. Feng does get to save his flash there, but Driver does not, unfortunately. Uses both sums, and now this dragon is definitely going over to Frank. Though they're heading this way. Oh, nice buffer from 116. That definitely looks like a favorable interaction for the Tristana. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised to see Driver just TP into a Talia and Gragas there. This Gragas was the hero of the fight. Really, no one on Beyond can get through him.
Yeah, Kaiwing popped off. No, there's not really a way to say it more cute. That was...
Yeah. I mean, stage2 had a really good crash down and ulti this fight too, but so difficult to have any impact when you TP like this is the Jax. It is a great flank, but Maokai ult not used immediately is kind of surprising. Ends up just catching Kaiwing on the Gragas. And then a flash from 1116 and a really nice re-engage by stage2, but they just don't have the damage to get through this Gragas. He's just base tanking their entire team.
Yeah, I mean, not 116. Kaiwing with a very, very nice layup.
Yeah.
Or alley-oop, should I say, to Jung.
Yeah. Much needed gold on Jung.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Is now caught up, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a little less clear now who's actually favored.
Yeah, it's probably still the Jax, though,
yeah,
right?
But I think Jung's going to have a lot more teamfight impact.
Yeah, that's the problem. And Jung's going to have TP now, so is Jimmian,
and we are 3.5 minutes away from a potential soul already. Jung. Nature's Grass going to come through. He's going to pop that World Ender. Is he going to be able to survive?
Driver tanking.
Yeah, Driver. He's going to get a lot of health back if he lands his Q3. And he will. He's even going to get that empowered auto attack. And now Jimmian is here. Gemini is coming down river. Gemini has cease and desist. Someone is going to go down here, and maybe that someone is Jung as he's jumped on Nature's Grass, the shield from that dawning shadow, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Driver who goes down. Husha will also go down now as Jimmian picks himself up that one. It's 2 kills in extravagant fashion.
Yeah, Jung on a sliver of HP there survives. You would have liked to at least pick up that kill if you're Beyond, and just a very risky dive to begin with. Maokai's not bringing a whole lot of damage to the dive, and I think the fight started with Driver tanking, so you're not even using the Maokai for that. And then they get chased down. No members of Beyond able to rotate down while Gemini rotates. And you can kind of see what they're going for with the Beyond game plan, just because if there wasn't a Gragas with TP, then 116 was probably taking a tier 2 tower while that happened. But unfortunately, they have 3 teleports on the side of Frank, so this split pushing strategy is going to be very difficult to execute.
Yeah, 3 teleports. Right now, all of them are down. Yeah. And dragon spawning in 2 minutes. Maybe you just forego this dragon and try and get some objectives onto the Trist, some much needed gold. Yeah. Not even at the Navori, and Tristana before Navori is like 10 times weaker than Tristana with the Navori. So you really want to get that item online.
Yeah.
Obviously, back in the days of patch 14.5, it did build out of the pickaxe. Nowadays it builds out of a BF sword.
So Driver still winning these trades in the ball. There's still plenty of pressure, and he is the one with TP advantage, though.
He did not win that trade.
Yeah. Though he does have TP. So maybe they can pressure a Baron. They do have a very fast Baron on the side of Beyond. And Jiang does have to stay here. Someone has to match this Jax, right? And no, they won't have TP, whoever it is. So I'm surprised Beyond aren't even threatening the Baron.
Yeah, but I don't think Jax is going to be that sort of side lane threat. I think it's going to be 1-1-6, and you're going to bring Jax to this dragon fight because it is the soul. It's 1 minute now. Jimmy-In is going to be the person to answer the Tristana. Doesn't have teleport, but does have Weaver's Wall.
Yeah.
As well as additional movement speed if you walk next to walls.
Yeah, very good lane assignments from the side of Frank to prioritize this dragon right now. Which might have been difficult without any of their TPs, but they do have a global or semi-global ult on the Talia.
Yeah.
And it looks like Beyond with position, though Frank are buying for it. And, you know, Feng kind of sad without his turret in the mid lane here, has to wait for the wave to come into him. And then clear it, which is going to give Frank a lot of time to gain priority around this river. So some pings onto the Baron for Beyond. They're worried about Frank just doing it, but it looks like Frank are ready to fight.
Yeah, teleport's going to be used here. This is going to be Jimmy-In arriving. Driver might be in trouble. Does have that leap strike, but everyone is now collapsing from both sides. Driver lost his flash, lost his ult. Jiang without ult, though. He'd probably prefer to be the Jax in this scenario.
Yeah, he
Teleport.
can TP back.
Yeah, Jiang willed into it, quarter of the way back from cooldown. Really would love to have that if you were on the side of Frank. It's going to improve the power of this Aatrox significantly. Teleport back now for Driver.
Yeah, no
Dragon.
great TP spots for him.
Yeah, Dragon going to be aggroed. Jimmy-In has Weaver's Wall. See what angle he can find. Jiang without the ult, he's still looking for something. And Kaiwing, he looks at the flash body slam. In fact, it's actually just going to end up being the explosive cast because Husha's 1 HP. Cease and desist comes through, and it's on to 1-1-6, who does flash away. Busts a shot onto Kaiwing. Driver's trying to find the damage. It's 4v5 though. stage2 absolutely dead. Seismic shove onto Driver. All the damage in the world coming down. It's Feng's trying to answer back, but he's not as strong as he was last game. Not even close to it. And Frank might not even be done. They're still chasing Feng. He's got nowhere to run. Feng is absolutely dead, and with Weaver's Wall, so will the rest of Frank. 1-1-6, the only champion left on the side. Actually, maybe going to go aggressive onto Gemini now. Will do so, but it's going to be answered back.
Yeah, immaculately played from Frank, that team fight. They picked their target, it was Husha. They take him out, and then once he's dead, there's not all that much engage, and they can just turn onto the dragon and kill it without a smite up on the side of Beyond. They secure the soul, run away to kite out the Zeri ult, and then go back in for some kills. And I mean, Kaiwing just ults the Maokai into his team, which usually is a very suspicious play. I think he was going for Feng as well, but as long as you take out Husha here, the dragon should be yours when it's already at 4k. Feng does his best this fight, but it's already just so difficult from how far behind they are. And Driver gets hit by a nice shove out of Jimmy-In.
Yeah, and I think maybe one thing I want to say is that while I get the whole nice Val build, if you're the first person to die, it is a whole lot worse than just having an actual item. Obviously, reason being is that the nice Val kind of works with you staying near whoever you've
and he's got it on Jax, which is puzzling to me. I would think on Zeri.
Nah, well, Jax is probably just doing more damage than Zeri right now, to be honest.
Oh, certainly not in that fight, as Baron is probably just going down to Frank.
Husha found his way into the pit. It's not quite low enough for either of these junglers to smite, but Driver's going to be the target of the cease and desist. Everyone on BYG is trying to run forward. Driver is really doing his best here. It's a nice butter shot, and Feng gets the Baron. All BYG needs to do now is survive. stage2 might be not long for this world. Does go down, but importantly, it was just before, or just after, that Aatrox ultimate did time out. So Baron taken by Beyond. Feng, hero of the day, picking that one up, and they're looking to fight their way back. It's only 4k, and they now have a Baron push to see what they can get done.
Yeah, it looked like they had done a good job of keeping the Baron at just above smite range for Husha when he flashes into the pit. but then they have to back off too hard on the side of Frank, and Feng and Husha are able to just finish off the Baron before Gemini can react. It did end up coming down to a flip, but it does go Beyond's way, and they have some momentum now, even up against the Soul.
Get themselves a mid tower.
Yeah, at least one tower, and I think if you're Beyond, you really want to get back into your 1-3-1, and with the Baron, you could actually do some damage here and claw back some of this gold lead, and set yourself up for a better chance in the coming Elder fight.
Yeah, that's always going to be the problem, right? You've got 2 minutes left on this Baron buff. There's 3 minutes on the Elder, so you've got to get something done, find some gold that can allow you with a fighting chance ahead of this Elder, because the Elder could just spell the end of the game.
Yeah, Husha flashes in here. The Baron is on about 2k when he flashes in. Just over 2k. And yeah, it looks like they've done it correctly, but Driver finds a ridiculous flank onto Eminem here. A nice flash from him. Takes Eminem completely out of the fight. And then 116, very aggressive jump. Doesn't get punished. Nice smite from Husha.
No. It was...
Oh, he timed it with the ADC auto.
Yeah.
Feng does get the kill on the Baron, but you're happy with that if you're Beyond, and doesn't look like they're opting to split push at all with the Tristana, at least. Are worried about the siege, but I don't think they have to be too worried. I guess they can commit very hard with the
Yeah, I think they're
ultimate.
just worried about flash Vi-ult, and then, you know, you're going to have someone dead before teleports can even come through. Okay, 1.5 minutes, and we could very well see the last fight of the game. The important thing, I guess, is that even if you get the Elder here, it's not paired with the Baron.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is stallable, especially on Frank's side more than Beyond's side. Beyond don't have all that much wave clear. You've got the Zeri W, you'll see it here, and a static Shiv, and that doesn't even come close to one-shotting a wave.
Okay, explosive cask used by Kaiwing. That'll be back up in time, though, of course, and does secure themselves that first mid lane tower, or second mid lane tower, but on that particular siege anyway. Eminem now working towards a rapid fire cannon, as well as there's a Zonya's being started. At least the Seekers has been completed for Jimmian, so a lot of power. Isn't just that active. 116 so close to LDR, it seems. 1.4k gold off.
Yeah, it would be a very nice spike for dealing with the Scragus.
As well as
and the
Feng
Vi
is almost there as well. But neither of them are there, which might just be the difference maker.
Yeah, I really like the Frozen Heart from Gemini. It's a very high value item. 3 auto attack champions on the side of Beyond.
Yeah. Okay, 30 seconds. 116 is teleporting bot.
Driver.
Frank are just pushing mid.
Yeah, Frank are not worried about the Elder, and no one has wave clear to really stop this. So you can't. You could maybe try to do the Elder with the Tristana Maokai, but I can't even find Husha. There he is.
Gemini dodges out of that Bramble Smash.
Looks like we will get our honorable 5v5 for the Elder.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I don't think you're really threatening to end there. Oh, Season Assistant finds its mark. The Weaver's Wall, but Feng has flash. Feng's trying to kite, but Jimmy goes golden. Everything coming through from stage2, but it doesn't really find anything. Zhang is doing his best here to try and find some damage onto these 2 tanky members of BYG, but even him, his whirlwind is going to time out, and nobody's gone down. But importantly, Feng loses ult, Feng loses his flash, and mostly full health bars still available here for the side of Frank.
Yeah, trade definitely going Frank's way so far. Driver looking for a flank.
Yeah, stay true. He does manage to get his back off, and he is running back here. This Elder is not going to be down in time before he gets here, so it is going to be another 5v5, but Feng is so low. If they have any chance of winning this fight, he has to play immaculately. Husha is on the side. He does have flash available, so he can be looking for a possible steal here. They managed to get the steal away on the Baron. Can they do it again? could be the difference maker. World-Ender not up
Sure.
for Jung, but he's found himself on a flank. Explosive cast lands onto 3 and 116. Suddenly has an Aatrox on him. Buster Shot does come out to keep him alive. This is that much longer. But Kaiwing again and again finds a CC. And now Driver in the back line has it all to do. He's not going to be able to do it. He's left striked away with the World-Ender. And the chase from Jung should be enough. Driver's kiting and dashing and diving. But it's not enough for Dead. Husha remains the only member of BYG alone. He has to take down 5 to try and keep BYG's hopes alive.
And Frank finished this game out the way they started it, with just clean team fighting. No one going down from the side of Frank. They have the Elder for themselves.
He's trying to clear the wave. Through comes stage2. Nice Magnus Storm. It lands onto 5, but you have no damage. Feng is spawning in 7 more seconds, but stage2 has been taken out once again. Husha has been taken out, and for good measures, down goes Feng. An amazing game number 3 from BYG, but that is all she wrote.
Yeah, admirable effort from the side of Beyond for that